Well, hello and good day. Thank you for joining me, all you fine people. Today, I'd like to really get into what's going on in Venezuela. There's some very special insights that I'd like to share with you. There has been a humanitarian crisis going on for years there, and nobody talks about it. It's not exposed. Let me just give you a little backstory. I live here in Panama. Several years ago, I had a wonderful gentleman from Venezuela working with me as my property manager, my groundskeeper, my housekeeper, my dog keeper. He took care of everything. And he went back to visit his family for a short visit. Hadn't seen him in a long time. He's got a wife, a son, and a daughter back in Venezuela. So he went back for a short visit, intending to come back. Well, while he was gone, Panama changed their immigration regulations, and he was unable to come back. So he was stranded there without a job, without income. And long story short, many of you are aware that I have founded the Panama Christian Foundation, PCF, which had been very active in Panama at the time, dealing with youth and disadvantaged youth. And so the fact that he was stuck there, we decided to create an outreach in Venezuela and use him as the point man. His name is Alexander, Alex for short. So every day I get updates on my WhatsApp, on my phone from Alex as to what's going on in Venezuela, the hardships they have to endure, the things that he's asking for, pleading for to help not only himself and his family, but he reaches out to help others in his area. He's been helping the hospitals help their patients because the hospitals don't have anything, the schools. So it's really quite an operation to the limit that we can provide for it, which has been quite limited. And so today, with the little bit of news that Westerners are getting relating to President Maduro, the election, what's going on in Venezuela, I'd really like to share with you what's really happening from someone who is there. I've selected several snippets from my phone, which I will share with you in a PowerPoint. I will translate the messages that have come across from Alex so you can really get a good idea of what's happening there. And I really urge you to please stay with me till the end of this video so you can get the full impact of what's happening. And together, we need to work together to try and help people around the world, people in your neighborhood, of course. But these people are specifically targeted and oppressed, and I'd like the world to know about it. So please bear with me in that regard. So let me go ahead and get started right away with some slides that I put together from my phone and share these with you, okay? People simply cannot imagine conditions of living in Venezuela under the tyranny, the jackboot of socialism, communism. You just cannot imagine. If you really understood, you would really consider yourself blessed with the style of life that you live because things are incredibly desperate in other areas. Okay, but first, we've got a YouTube channel, Exit Babylon. You can look it up and find it. And if you scroll down on that page, we have a playlist on PCF, which has a number of videos to bring you up to date on our past activities, what's been going on there. So you can really go in depth about as far as you would like with the videos that we've already created. What I'm bringing you today is current events in light of recent activities with the election and things going on there. But I'd like to bring to your attention that we just launched a brand new webpage for PCF, and I'd love for you to go and take a look, take a gander around, see what we're up to. There are many ways that people can support us above and beyond just finances. Of course, we need finances desperately, but there are other ways that people can help as well. So if you see, if what you see here today resonates with you, please go and just take a gander, take a look at our new webpage and get an idea what PCF is all about. Okay, so let's start talking about food. Nothing is assured as far as the people there are concerned in terms of where their next meal is coming from. Many of them go hungry for periods of time without our help. And even with our help, they still go hungry because what we provide is so little in view of the needs, and we're constantly striving to build support in this area. Let me just read and translate this message from Alex in this particular post on WhatsApp that he sent me. He said, Buenos dias, Senor Mark. Jesus Christ, today we give honor and glory and thanks to God for every day of life, that He keeps us healthy and protects us. Today, my prayers are for my country, for strong days, days that are complicated. We have a lot of fear. We live with a lot of fear. I don't believe that the darkness is going to win, but we have been suffering for many years. We have passed and we continue to pass the days hungry. I'm always thinking that there will be for us some help, but often it doesn't come. Without your collaboration for so many people, I pray to Jesus Christ that He guides your steps and gives much success in your business, and that you receive the funds that you need to help us in ways that only you can. So every day is a challenge. Every day is a challenge. And if you've seen anything of our past activities, you know that in addition to helping people, we also help the poor abandoned animals. And he runs a refuge taking care of about 40 dogs, which is just a drop in the bucket. People leave the country on foot by the thousands every day, looking for some way to survive, to live, and they leave their pets behind. Quite often, the pets are tied to a tree or left inside a house to die. It's just heartbreaking. So we have the animal refuge in addition to the people and the hospitals that we're trying to support. Okay. So here's Marielle. Marielle has cystic fibrosis, and she has good days. She has bad days. We've been trying to support her as best we can, not only with food, but with medicine and medical help. But in this message, he says, Marielle has asked me if I have any food to share. All right. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. All right. Yesterday, I bought some food. 1,000 thank yous, Mr. Mark. I'm going to share some with Marielle, Arturo, another young man, child, and Samuel, Lucy, several kids within families that are having a hard time keeping up with the needs. God is with us. Here's Samuel on the left. I'm always putting trust that there will be better times coming in these days of repression. My worry is that we are not able to help with the food and the water. I'm hoping that we're able to find solutions. The mama of these kids has asked me for help with some food. I'm trying to be able to give them something, but we are stuck with very little. May God have the will, Mr. Mark, to help us. And then on the right with Marielle, gracias a Dios and usted, thanks to you and God we're able to help and able to bring some joy, which is necessary. Now the comida that I've sent has run out, and I'm asking, or they're asking if I have any more. Dios would like that we're able to acquire sufficient food and send it. These days are very difficult. We continue praying that you have success siempre, always, with your business and are able to continue helping us. So on the left, gracias a Dios, I was able to send some comida, some food for the puppies that we're always helping. I've sent some to Mariel, Arturo, Lucy, Miguel, Enrique, and I hope that we're able to send more. God is with us. The second message, that the adversities will not throw away the smiles from our faces, and that never we will lose the faith in the Lord, that everything will have a solution, and He will make us happy in our hearts. And then Marielle wrote to me that she has a neighbor that has a baby, and if we would be able to help with some milk, some diapers, and if we have any food for her. So the requests are pretty much nonstop on the food level. On water level, they're using buckets to collect rainwater. Imagine what life would be like without water. All right, sometimes they get rain, sometimes they don't. We're trying to raise funds so that they can get some water storage tanks that will take care of things, at least for a period of time for them. Life without water is very, very difficult. You can only imagine. So this is a project, as you can see, prices range from $360 to $1,100 for the larger ones, and that's something that we need to get. Why are there water problems? Well, because they don't have electricity half the time. He says here that we've had many more hours without electric energy. Today and tomorrow, we expect more repression. The government of Maduro. Never is he going to leave the country. We are in the hands of God. So without electricity, you don't have water pumps. And from what I understand, the hydroelectric dam is in ill repair. Money meant for maintenance was spent on other things, as typically is the case in socialist governments. And so the people suffer. Medical care. Okay, on the left, I have to wait for the results of the biopsy to appear what's necessary for radiotherapy. I have faith that she is going to be victorious in this case, but nothing is easy. The situation to have a family member with cancer, everything costs a lot. Prices are high. And in every case, we have to find the supplies, the studies, the food. May God provide for us, because the hospitals have nothing. We've gone over this in previous videos. All right. The second message, the hospitals are collapsing and are severely injured. We are asking for help with, or they are asking us for help with filtered water. And I've sent a couple water filters previously, but they need many more really right now. They need filtered water. They need medical supplies. Sadly, I don't have anything to give them. And it's a risk to go out of the house. It's a danger. As I've explained previously, the military have sequestered the hospital, and they do not allow people to bring in supplies if they're not a part of the business. That's how things work. All right. So they have to end up finding ways of smuggling in whatever supplies they can get a hold of. And the third message, everything is destroyed. Socialism is a cancer. We are a rich country, but sadly, the governors have given us much fear in the worst humanitarian crisis. What sadness to see people crying. They don't have anything to compare. On a lighter note, this is a cute meme on the left, and the teacher asked the child, who was more intelligent, your puppy or you? And the child responded, the parrot, the puppy, because I speak to him and he understands me, but he talks to me and I don't understand anything. Isn't that true, huh? On the right, this little girl has a problem with autism. She suffers epilepsy. She wants a puppy. Her parents have noticed that since she plays with the puppy, that she gets better. And so now I have sent a puppy for her. Puppies, we're in no shortage of puppies. People can't take care of the dogs and the animals they have. So that's a bright note. So we're trying to give puppies up for adoption or dogs wherever we can, but it's not that easy because the people have no means of supporting them. They don't have the money to take care of a pet. Food, medicine, veterinary care, pet supplies. They don't have money for that. They can't feed themselves half the time. So that's the problem. So yeah, we can give puppies away for adoption, but then along with that, we have to provide the support, okay, and provide the food and the things that the puppy's going to need. So all it does is it removes the animal from our physical place of refuge, but the responsibility carries on to wherever that puppy goes. Okay. So here's another one. Buenos dias, Senor Mark. God bless you. I'm always giving thanks to God and yourself to receive these photographs of these puppies that we have given in adoption. They give us much happiness and joy, and this is the result. They give a lot of happiness and joy to whoever we give them to, but we have to send the food with the with the puppies and continue helping them. So he says here that I've sent food to Mariel, Arturo, Lucy, Miguel, Enrique, and I hope to be able to send more. May God be with us. So that's a little bit of a happy note. This is interesting situation. He's telling me that the situation is grave. The electric energy, the gas, the food, if it weren't for your help, we would have been in worse condition. Looking for a cylinder of gas is very difficult. Here, nothing has changed. Many people appear like mummies walking. We have the opportunity to change this, but we don't have any confidence in these demons, referring to the government. They have the capacity to make traps. And this is more secure and is going to happen. Now they have blocked access to the internet. Muchos presos, many people going to prison. May God protect us. And here's that video.
Qué bello y hermoso, mira, a solo 5 días, a solo 5 días de elecciones, 5 días de elecciones, mira lo bonito y hermoso, bello y hermoso, ¿ah? ¿Ah? Solamente 50 bombonas, la colectividad reclama, bomba, llenadero, planta eléctrica, bicentenario, solamente 50 bombonas que van a despachar la porquería de esto, 50 bombonas. De 400 y 500 personas que hay acá madrugando. La colectividad reclama. Y sigue llegando gente para llenar.
There are thousands of people who are hoping to vote. The situation could become very dangerous and could make for a lot of chaos. Be disorderly. May God be with us. On the right, he sent a picture of drones, Iranian drones, that the government is using to look for people who had left their homes to protest. There's a lot of fear, a lot of sadness. I only ask that God protects us. Today, I asked and prayed for my country, for my brothers, for my family. We've been fighting for 25 years against an oppressive government that nothing is important to them, only to maintain power. This Sunday are going to be the elections. I'm feeling like we've lost. They're not going to recognize that they lost. From this day, starting the protests of the population, that they are clamoring for a change in government. From yesterday, there have been more than 40 deaths, many injured, and many more thrown in prison. I'm asking God to not abandon us. On the right, here is working the paramilitary troops, inspecting cars as they go by. There's a lot of fear, Mr. Mark.
Y el 6 se va a ser bien grave. Porque los tupamaros son más arrechos. Hijos de puta eso.
Esto se ve, se cuenta y no se cree. 6 colectivos nada más tienen tomada toda la avenida Urdaneta. Están armados y están a menos de 50 metros de los 6 CPC. A menos de 50 metros están. Mira dónde están los 6 CPC allá escondidos, detrás de la puerta de la sede. Y no hacen es nada. Los colectivos armados aquí, mira, ve, apuntando a todo el mundo. Apuntando a todos los carros, mira, ve, los bajan de la moto, los bajan del carro y los petebotas ahí.
Métete, métete, métete. Bájense, bájense, bájense. Agáchate, agáchate. Agáchate. Agáchate, hijo, agáchate. Agáchate, agáchate.
So finally, good morning, Mark. May Jesus Christ protect you and give you much health. For us, we have to make plans, and our Lord is going to guide our steps, always giving thanks and praying that He gives us good health. These days, we have been crying with sadness that we don't see an exit from this situation, which is so cruel, so evil, where we're going for so many years and nothing has improved. Nothing reaches me. My salary doesn't reach to be able to eat. I have time and I have to go to the doctor, but I have not been able to. It's a situation very grave. But I give thanks to God and you and yourself, Mr. Mark. Siempre, always praying for you that you have success in your business and receive funds. These are times where we're asking forgiveness and that I don't lose my faith, that God blesses me always. So these are just a few of the clips, a few insights of, my phone is full of these. I get these every day. We've got much more. If you'd like to go to our YouTube channel, look up scroll down the page again for the PCF Panama Christian Foundation playlist. We have many playlists. You'll find this one towards the bottom. And most of all, if you'd like to help us in any way, shape, or form, collaborate with us, either financially or otherwise, we have a number of ways that you can help us. All right. And I would certainly encourage you once again to go to pcfpanama.org, have a tour of our new website, be familiar with what's going on, and let's collaborate, make this world a better place. That's what we're here for in the end, isn't it? We're quickly spinning into chaos in this world, and it's up to us if we're going to have any impact and stand up and fight back against that. So thank you for your attention, and thank you for your collaboration with this effort. It's very important. May God bless you. May you be healthy, strong, and well equipped to fight this spiritual battle that we're all in. All right. Take care and God bless.